Fire! 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 Oh my goodness! Don't do that! Oh my God!
Holy cow! Hell of a way to start it.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Wicked Wednesday.
No one was harmed in the shooting of this episode.
Right, nobody was harmed and no deed was lost. But welcome back to the next episode of Don't Do That.
Here on Wicked
Wednesdays!
Yeah!
So we got our joint man, because it comes with like a bunch of them in a pack.
Yeah.
So, and then we have our gelato wax here. We have a painted on the leaves. Painted on the leaves from House of Denny.
Cut the Cake with 16 the Icon and Mr. No End as the song that is playing for this episode right now. And we got some topics for you today here on 16 TV.
Alright, we got the Michigan Attorney General. He's appeals dismissal of charges against police officers. Miss Dana Nestles is trying to do her thing and keep their asses where they belong. And then co-founder of California white supremacist group to be freed. Why the hell not? Apparently, it's what people plan on doing anyways here soon, so what the hell? No.
I will be reporting on some ongoing beef that has been going on between Remy Ma and Papoose, and also some bars that I heard that were spit by Papooses new
little thing. Little thing.
She was spitting some bars on one of these things, and
so,
boy,
a Michigan Attorney General, appeals dismissal of charges against police officers, state trooper. Now, here in Lansing, Michigan, Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel filed an appeal of the November dismissal of criminal charges against a Michigan State Police trooper and 2 Saginaw police officers Friday. Now, the Attorney General charged Michigan State Police Trooper Zachary Tibeto and Saginaw police officers Jordan Engelhart and Dominic Vasquez with 1 count each of willful neglect of duty in August 2022, following the 2022 traffic stop in March. Now, former state trooper R.A.M. Schroeder assaulted a handcuffed man while attempting to arrest him. Schroeder pulled a man over for a failure to signal and speeding, and the man appeared intoxicated and was uncooperative with the trooper's attempts to arrest him. Alright. Now, Schroeder then punched the man in the head while he was handcuffed.
While he was handcuffed,
knocked him unconscious. Now, EMS arrived, evaluated the man, and then left the scene. Schroeder then assaulted the man again. While putting him in the back of the patrol car, he was originally charged with 1 count of misconduct in office and 1 count of aggravated assault and pled no contest. He is currently out on probation. During both incidents, the Attorney General says Tibeto, Engelhart, and Vasquez were present and failed to intervene in the assaults as was required under law. She charged them with 1 count each of willful neglect. Now, these charges against the 3 were dismissed by a judge in November of 2024 who ruled that the officers failed to intervene in the use of excessive force did not constitute criminal charges. Nessel appealed this dismissal Friday. Tibeto and officers Engelhart and Vasquez had a duty based on the U.S. Constitution as well as Michigan Constitution to protect the victim from further harm while he was handcuffed and thereby their custody. At a minimum, the allegations and the laws cited by the people raise a question of fact for a jury of the officers' peers to decide whether they have committed the crime of willful neglect of duty. Now, of course he did. They all willfully sat there and let this man still abuse a person in custody while handcuffed. Now, obviously,
Some
if the
cowardly
man
shit.
was not handcuffed and you're having issues with him and you guys start tussling, oh my god, alright, so fists are going to be thrown. Understandable. I would respect that rather than shooting somebody. I mean, hell, I'd rather see somebody tased, but that's not the point. But somebody is handcuffed. Handcuffed. And you knock him unconscious, and then after EMS leaves, you still assault this man.
That part is what got me. Like, so the ambulance leaves, and you start back in on this man.
Well, your cohorts are literally sitting there watching you, allowing this.
They're complicit in the act.
You are guilty by association.
Boom. As you were
Period.
just standing there while
End
he
of
was
story.
assaulting this man while he was handcuffed.
You
like
are
it was okay,
paid
knowing
by
that
our
it's not
tax
right.
dollars. Remember that. And regardless of whether or not people say, hey, do a ride-along, okay, yeah, times are rough. People are assholes. We get it. We understand. They're lawbreakers, criminals. But when they are handcuffed and unable to defend themselves, which they rightfully have, is bullcrap. Pussy-like. So I will ask you, officers, who hurt you? Did somebody handcuff you and beat you too and you must have to do it back?
Alright, so
It amazes me. It's ridiculous.
in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the Fort Wayne Police Department has taken a man out of Michigan into custody after a standoff near the Motel 6 on West Coliseum Boulevard Saturday afternoon. Okay, according to a press release from the FWP, the Gang and Violent Crimes Unit received a tip around 2:45 p.m. Saturday that 31-year-old Dominique Mack was in Fort Wayne. Mack was a suspect wanted for murder out of Michigan with an active warrant for his arrest. The FWP was able to locate Mack's exact location through a vehicle that had been associated with him being found at the Motel 6. Wayne 15 crew member at the scene confirmed that officers with the Fort Wayne Police Department and armored vehicle were on site. A SWAT team in the area could be heard asking someone to come out of the building.
Wow.
Mack was taken into custody. Without incident, he will be taken to the Allen County Jail and extradited to Michigan soon.
So what was he, so murder, right? What was did it say what the murder was about? Like, was it a girlfriend? Well, whoever you
Out
are.
of Michigan, he faces charges of suspected murder and home invasion
Suspected
crimes.
murder.
Police left the scene around 4 p.m. And this is reported by Nexter Media Incorporated.
Okay. All right. Well, whatever you did.
Not as light as I usually go, but that's just one of them because I still have to talk about Remy Ma and Papoose and that whole mess.
Oh, let's hurry up and do this one real quick so we can get on yours. Because at the end of the day, at least the dude was arrested and he's alive.
Live to fight another day.
In prison. Is
Hopefully you don't
convicted. I
run
mean,
into-
it is what it is. I don't know the complete story, but here we are. Co-founder of California white supremacist group To Be Free. Oh, here you're gonna have to relight it.
White supremacist group, yeah, I need to relight it.
After a protracted legal battle involving dismissals, appeals, and extradition from Romania, the co-founder of a California white supremacist group accused of inciting violence across the state will be freed from federal custody, a judge ruled Friday. U.S. District Judge Josephine L. Stanton sentenced Robert Paul Rundo to 2 years, but said he would be released on time served. His federal public defender said he's spent a total of 725 days in custody. Rundo was originally arrested and charged in October 2018 for his role in the Rise Above movement, or R.A.M., a group accused of brawling at political rallies throughout the state, according to a federal court filing. A federal court judge twice dismissed the case, but it was revived by appeals courts, leading to Rundo's extradition from Romania last year to face charges in California. Rundo pleaded guilty in September to conspiracy to riot. During the sentencing hearing Friday, Rundo, 34, stood before the judge, arms crossed behind his back. He told the judge that this did not only ruin his own life, but ruined everyone's life that was close to me. He said his mother and sister had to hide photos of him and that old friends lost their careers for being associated with him.
Wow.
I hope to be able to move on from that time period and that mindset, Rundo told the judge. This process has taken nearly a decade out of my life. It's a strong reminder to think before I speak and to think before I act. Now, the judge said of Rundo, even he seems to acknowledge that the white supremacist views that he had led him to violence. The court does have to consider whether his present claim that he, in some respects, rejects those views is genuine. And I do hope he's sincere about that, and I think he should be given the benefit of the doubt, Stanton said. Now, he gave Rundo 2 years of supervised release with conditions that include electronic monitoring and an order to stay away from R.A.M. gatherings and known members. In a sentencing memo, Rundo's public defender called the case extremely unusual and said it was hung over Mr. Rundo like a dark cloud. Prosecutors acknowledged in a sentencing memo that years had passed since the criminal conduct in the case, but maintained Rundo has not renounced the violent extremist ideology and motivated that conduct. This defendant sought to further his white supremacist ideology by plotting riots and engaging in violence at political rallies. Hate and violence are antithetical to American values and tear at our community, and it is therefore critical that we protect the civil and constitutional rights of our community against those who promote divisiveness. At 19, he had pleaded guilty to gang assault and was sentenced to 2 years in prison. While incarcerated, prosecutors said he tattooed the numbers 88, a neo-Nazi symbol signifying HH or Hail Hitler, which he later referred to as a symbol of white pride. After he moved to California in 2016, his attorneys wrote that he found a new community among members of the alt-right and went on to co-found R.A.M. Now, according to the plea agreement, the group represented itself as a fighting group of the new nationalist white supremacy and identity movement. Now, basically what they are doing is they're giving him another chance to redeem himself. It reminds me almost American History X. Okay, remember how they, if you are familiar with it, and if not, it's a good movie to watch because it does give people a chance, because how this man had reformed himself. He had to reform himself in prison after, he had, as what they do and call it, curb stomp. They make you bite that curb. Huh. Yeah, ugly and nasty. Alright, put your mouth on a curb and they stomp your head into it. That was, yeah. But he did, reform himself because he also befriended, now a neo-Nazi, Nazi man, befriended a black man in prison and whatnot. So he was able to learn a few things.
Don't spoil the whole movie.
But it's sad as fuck at the end. When people walk in your shoes and you try to divert them back to a path of righteousness, that it's sad as sad. Watch the movie. Kind of reminds me of this situation, and I hope in a sense it does end up the same way.
Now, in and out on this note, I don't know who, I have my own personal opinion about this topic, but we spoke on the whole Papoose going to see Remy Ma and being in Remy Ma's corner throughout the entire time that she was on lock, and then her cheating on him, and some of that being unleashed in a rap battle and being a viral moment within the past couple years. Now, I suppose Remy is big mad now.
Tit for tat.
And
Tit for
is kind of trying to be like a hater with what's going on with Papoose right now. And he is with female boxer. Is it female boxer? What's her name again? Clarissa? Is it Clarissa?
Damn it. I thought you would have had this information.
No, you were watching the
I
video,
know
but I know she was dropping bars and she was
at the end of the day
saying, hey.
Remy, stay in your lane.
I mean,
you
don't be mad now because
you destroyed.
You
demolished.
Almost his exact words.
You demolished what y'all built. But that doesn't mean that what you just built and then destroyed, okay, doesn't mean that that value that Papoose had actually shown what he valued, that you did not, is still out there though. You are mad that he is out here doing his thing while you could pop your twat wherever you wanted. Are you mad, bro? Go ahead, get in the ring with her. Sign them papers. I dare you.
Yeah, but
I dare. I dare. I want to see. I would love to see this only because of the fact that you're so mad.
I just want to reiterate what Papoose said. Don't be mad now because I'm happy and now you want to be petty.
And for shame because y'all daughters going through it.
Unfortunately, yes. Because, like I said, that moment became a viral moment when old boy broke it out in the rap battle. So.
And these kids out here mean as hell.
It's the truth, though. That's why it stings. When it's the truth.
And now y'all baby got to deal with it and be embarrassed because it's just being brought up like this. Shame on you. Anyways, sweep you off the rug, darling. On to the next one. So see y'all later. It's ta-ta for now. We shall see you on the next episode of
Don't Do
Friday on Don't Do That. Peace.
Peace.